Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 13, Episode 10. If you are new here, then welcome. I have lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. Now, y'all, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. So when the episode first opens up, they're still at Taco Tuesday. Erica and Denise are going at it. Denise is saying Erica was wrong for saying what she said when her children were around. Erica brings up how Denise herself was talking about how big her husband's member was right at that very table. And Denise is like, no, I wasn't. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Denise, yes, you were. Okay. Erica also brought up how she apologized when they met up after that at a brunch or dinner. You know how they like to meet up and drink coffee. She apologized. Denise is saying that's not true. So the flashback shows that Erica actually was telling the truth. The lie detector test determined, Denise, that was a lie. Okay. Everything she's saying that you said and you did that. Now, what I think is Denise is really mad about what went down between her and Renna and how everyone treated her that season. That's what it's giving me. Y'all remember the whole Brandy Glanville, Denise Richards situation and the rumors and the this and the that? That season, that's why Denise is still mad. But I don't know if she wants to say it or not. But girl, I feel like that's really the reason. So Erica says, I didn't want to fight with you. Denise said, well, I didn't want to fight with you either. Okay, but here y'all are. So somebody wanted to fight with somebody. Side note, the way that Kim was looking back and forth like they were at a tennis match and that drink that she was drinking had me hollering. I said, baby, this right here is hilarious. Kim's sitting here thinking to herself, now I ain't signed up for this, okay? Now I said I was going to be your plus one so you could let Sutton know that somebody was talking to you, Kyle. But I did not sign up to be sitting here in the middle of the Cool Rider and Erica Jane Miss Pat the Puss. I did not, okay? I did not. Moving forward. So Erica tells her, listen, girl, I have nothing left for you, okay? I have nothing for you. Denise sips tea. Erica sips her tea too. Baby, when I tell y'all the tension was thick and I was up here narrating the whole thing as it's playing out, I said, baby, not sips tea. These heifers crazy. And Crystal is cold in this house. Put on some heat. So then Denise goes, well, you know what? You needed to do this because you were trying to deflect from that whole situation that you had going on. But Denise, you brought this up. So how could she be, girl? Okay. Erica says, no, I never deflected all those years. I never, ma'am. Be very for real right now, Erica. Okay? Like, be very for real. You definitely were deflecting during those seasons that you were going through those things and those things were coming out about you and Tom. So please stop, because we did not forget that mascara that you had on, had your face running and whatnot. We didn't forget, and don't think I forgot. Okay? And I ain't forgot them poor victims either. Denise wants to know, how did $20 million get deposited into your bank account? So Erica said, well, the courts proved otherwise. So baby, everybody looking and they going back and forth and back. When they were talking about the scandal of it all, Kim went right on and excused herself, baby. Kim put up that church finger. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna head on out. I'm gonna head on out, honey. And I would have too, because my name's Bennett and I ain't in it. That's why I know I couldn't be a housewife. I don't have time to sit up and argue back and forth and back. And I don't want to see you argue back and forth and back. I just rather watch it on TV. Moving forward. So Kim leaves and Erica gets up and walks away because she was like, girl, you can have it. Talk to yourself because I got to go. So when she leaves, Kyle is like, you know what? Children and family, they're just off limits. Like they really should be off limits. Kyle, hush. Okay, hush. You only saying that now because they're questioning you and Mauricio and that ring you've been wearing around. If they were off limits, were they off limits when it was Garcelle's children? Because I sure remember you and your husband laughing at their expense. Girl, please. Now families are off limits. So Garcelle was like, well, why didn't you say that to her when she was in here? So Kyle said, well, it wasn't my business. I'm just going to sit back and let them argue. I'm just watching. But why didn't anybody stand up for me about the whole ring thing and saying that Mauricio must be cheating on me? Because, Kyle, the ring didn't mean a thing. Wow. Shout out to Kim Zolciak. Kyle, you're not a victim. Okay? You argue like a little schoolgirl. Why didn't anybody stick up for me? You could tell Kyle was the youngest, honey. It's a fool. So on that note, the party is over. Baby, that party was a disaster. from the cold outside with the heaters and the things and the child to the cold shoulders to the cold tea. It was just too much going on. It was freezing all the way up and through, and it was a disaster. Crystal gets in her confessional, and she's like, yeah, I thought Erica had changed, but this is the old her. I can't believe y'all bought that to begin with. Erica Jane can only suppress it for so long. And Denise just kept on. She had already told the girl, I apologize to you, or whatever you talking about from 5 years ago. Okay, girl, my bad. But Denise just kept on. So she just kept on, and she came for her when she didn't send for her. And so therefore, and thus and such, this is what y'all get. In the next scene, we see a little montage of all the ladies. Kyle, baby, that skirt is too short on Portia for her to be going to school. She couldn't even turn around good to get up the stairs. I said, baby, that skirt is just a little bit too short. Now, I know you want to be cute and whatnot, honey, but you got to pull that skirt down a little bit. So Garcelle calls to check in with her son, right? And he's in the bed with his girlfriend watching movies. No, sir. You are not grown. You need to be on a couch. I don't care if that daddy is present. And daddy, you need to tell them they need to sit up on the couch. Like, y'all ain't laying in no bed to watch no movie. I don't care who is present. It don't work like that. In the next scene, Erica goes to see Dorit. And what I did notice is Erica is really nice to Dorit's child. See, they're nice to the people that they like. Let's just call a thing. Because I see a lot of people wanting to go hard about how Garcelle handles certain situations, and this person and that person, they all do that. Erica has not said one derogatory thing, one, inappropriate thing around Dorit's daughter. You know why? Because she likes Dorit. So they sit down, they start talking after the baby done brought the Coca-Cola and whatnot. They're talking about the Denise thing because, Dorit tucked her tail between her legs and she was gone. So she's like, tell me what happened after I left. And, after she lit the match and threw it and burnt the whole place down, she wants to know what happened. Did y'all survive or what? So Erica is telling her, yeah, girl, but I had asked her who makes more on the OnlyFans, her or her daughter. And Dorit starts laughing. All right, now, Dorit, because later on, you will sit up and lie like you didn't laugh. No, I didn't laugh. What are you saying, Denise? I don't understand, Denise. You understand. You laughed. Okay, you're always doing something and then pretending like you don't know what the hell everybody's talking about. That's what really irks me about you, Dorit. Like, would it be funny if it were your daughter? That's what really upsets me. So Erica feels like Denise asked for it, so she got it. So then she asks, well, what was happening with you and Garcelle? Because I didn't really know what was going down. So they pan over to Garcelle and she's on FaceTime with Sutton. So Garcelle tells Sutton, she cried herself to sleep. Now, for some, that may seem a bit dramatic, but what I think really did it is the fact that she's like, I am constantly in this situation with these women who make me feel not good. Okay. Sometimes they say things that I'm not allowed to say anything back because then I'll be labeled. And then when I do say something, then I'm labeled. And then when she says things like that and she leaves, now everybody's looking at me like I'm in the wrong and I'm labeled again. So I'm pretty sure she was crying. So for everybody that's like crying, that's dramatic. It's not when you're frustrated and you don't know which way am I going to go. Okay, because y'all keep trying me and I'm trying to keep it together. But why would you say attacked? Like she said the word attacked really triggered her because Dorit should know better. So Sutton tells Garcelle, when people say attacked, it goes towards the whole angry black woman stereotype. Meanwhile, Dorit is saying to Erica that she didn't mean it that way. Not the way that Garcelle took it. She didn't want to offend Garcelle, so now she needs to figure out how to approach it. She's like, I just need some time. I really need some time. Back over with Sutton and Garcelle on his FaceTime. Sutton is telling Garcelle, I really loved how you went after the privilege. I really love that. Garcelle, now I see things from all different angles. I want to know, why didn't you tell Sutton that she needed to speak up for you in the moment the same way that you told Kyle when it pertained to Erica? I mean, she's saying it now, but she does not say much in the moment. So I just want to know, when is it appropriate for people to speak their speech in defense of their friend? Because Sutton, you don't be saying nothing. Back over with Dorit. Dorit feels like, they take a step forward and then she's blindsided. Girl, you're not blindsided. You know exactly what you're doing. And somehow it's always Dorit that gets upset in the end. She wants Garcelle to get over it when she wants her to get over it. She doesn't want her kids around you. I'm offended by that, Garcelle. It doesn't matter. Everything is not about you, Dorit. It is not. So Erica gets in a confessional. She's like, I know Dorit's heart. So now that she knows better, she's going to do better. Will she? Will she do better? Because when she yelled her out at that reunion, we the people told Dorit then that that's not the way you speak to anybody else except that black woman sitting on that stage. She knew then, and she knows now. And now she's doubling down on it on Instagram with a caption that says, "In my own little bubble," after filming this season. So it shows that she don't give a damn. She doesn't want to understand. Dorit is doing exactly what Dorit wants to do. And because she puts on this, "Oh, I'm just so frantic. Everything's just, oh my gosh, I need to find Bubba," and all of that, people just buy into it. I'm not buying into that. Dorit knows exactly what she's doing, and she knows when she's doing it. Okay, you talking about you know her heart. Girl, goodbye and good night. Moving forward. In the next scene, the matchmaker stops by Sutton to give her a little feedback from the date she went on. I mean, the date seemed to like her, but Sutton didn't like him. I'm sorry, Sal. She did have another date lined up for Sutton. His name is Bachelor S. Okay, his name is Steve. Sutton is getting her some handsome dates, though, because I saw the picture of myself. He handsome. Okay. In the next scene, Kyle is at home and Kim comes over. So they start talking about her daughter's wedding and how she doesn't want people there if they're not really getting along. Now, when she was talking, I was thinking she was asking Kyle, "Are you inviting Mauricio?" Because, I mean, aren't y'all on the outs? But somehow they started talking about Kathy. So Kathy and Kyle, she wants to try to get them back together. Kyle doesn't know if she wants her back in her life because she hates the way that Kathy speaks to her and the way that she treats her, and it brings up her childhood trauma. Now, for me, I know this may be an unpopular opinion, y'all, okay? I want Kyle and these sisters to stop using the show as therapy and airing out their family dirty laundry, okay? They could benefit from some family counseling, okay? The sisters need to get together and go to counseling and keep it off of every season since season 1. It's getting tiring, okay? It really is. Now, I felt bad seeing Kim cry about her mom and break down like that. That was very sad to see. But that just further lets me know that there are a lot of unresolved issues surrounding their mom's death, how they were raised, their relationship as sisters. They need to get some counseling. And Kyle, to you, it is okay to walk away from a relationship, including your family. I know some people do not believe that. If they don't make you feel good, then it's not good. Protect your peace all 2024 and moving forward. Honey, protect your peace. In the next scene, Crystal is at home with Rob and they're sitting down there eating. They're talking about Crystal's brother and how Crystal still feels like he resents her. Okay, so the brother needs a champagne flute because Crystal gonna talk about that brother if she don't do nothing else. She also started talking to him about how the ladies want her to be more vocal in the group. Crystal feels like they want her to scream all the time. And Crystal, I don't think that they want you to scream. They just want to hear your opinions in the moment. You give great confessional, and I've heard that they've, edited out some of your scenes and things like that because they're trying to create this narrative that Crystal doesn't speak. But if the ladies are saying that you're not very vocal in the group, they just want you to be more engaged and more involved. Okay, now don't let them trap you into no mess. But they just want you to talk. You don't have to scream, but you do need to clock in every once in a while. Child, I be forgetting you a housewife. She also said that the reason why she doesn't talk is because she gets sidetracked because everybody's so skinny now and she can't focus. Now, I know she struggles with her body image, and I can't say much about that because I have never experienced that. So I'm not well versed in that, and I don't want to be insensitive. I cannot imagine the subconscious prison that she's living in. Like, she's comparing herself to Erica Jane and Kyle, and she's self-conscious and she says that it distracts her. And I feel like that has to be tough. But Crystal, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. I wish that you knew exactly how much you got it going on. Okay, as we used to say back in the day, girl, you got it going on. I know that that's easy for me to say because I'm not you and you have to feel good about you. That's like when you want to lose weight and everybody's like, no, you're fine. I love you when you were this size and I love you when that. That has nothing to do with how I feel about me. It's called self-esteem. Esteem of your damn self. So therefore, and thus and such, I need to feel good. But Crystal, you're beautiful. Okay, just in case nobody told you today. Moving forward. In the next scene, Sutton goes for a blind date with Steve. And I mean, it's actually going well, y'all. Housewives love them a Steve, don't they? Shout out to Vicky. Steve was asking the right questions, though. He was asking her about her dating experience. They had karaoke in common. They both love true crime podcasts. Same, y'all, same. I will go to sleep watching Snapped. And I love Fatal Attraction. If you put that on, I'll fall right asleep. It's just something about it. getting down to the nitty gritty. You know what? Actually, y'all, I was thinking about starting a true crime podcast. Y'all comment down below if y'all would support that. Because I really want to evolve in 2024 and not just be reviews only. I got some other tricks up my sleeve, so I just want to know what y'all thinking. Honey, back to the mess. Child, I got sidetracked. This ain't about that. They like true crime podcasts and whatnot. So then he showed her his karaoke list, and Sutton is smiling from ear to ear. So then he goes, I'd like to talk to you more after this. Baby, Sutton was shocked. Did y'all see that face? Sutton was looking like, me? Yes, Sutton, he wants to talk to you. Okay, Sutton, somebody's getting a second date. She said, yeah, I'm a talker. He said, well, I'm a listener. So can I have your number? Oh, I felt like that was so cute. Now, I was getting a little bit bored with Sutton going on these first dates. But, baby, this date was so cute to me. It was giving Golden Bachelorette. And Steve was handsome, too, and he was really into Sutton. Okay, Sutton, you might have to pull out your slacks. You know them slacks you wore down there when you acted a fool at the Magic Mike show? Pull out your slacks, girl. I think we may have a winner. Finally. In the next scene, Garcelle and Dorit, they meet up. So, Garcelle comes in. It's awkward. So they're just looking at each other. So then they take a look at the menu. It's completely silent. Then Dorit tells Garcelle, I want to hear you, Garcelle. So I want you to go first. Okay? I really want you to be able to get everything out. Garcelle starts telling her the other night was really tough on her because of the words that she used. And that word was attacked. And she feel like it just hit her wrong. So she's telling her, it's 3 words that you don't say to black women: attack, angry, or aggressive. Honey, the 3 A's. Because it's labeling us. Yes, it's stereotyping us big time. Like big time. I could give y'all a story time that's really a story time right here, but we're going to stay the course. Dorit tells her that this group always uses the word attack. So Garcelle said, do they use it toward me? Dorit goes, I don't know, Garcelle, but you knew exactly the intent. How you gonna tell her she knew the intent? See, this is what I'm saying, Dorit. Just because y'all throw the word around doesn't make it any less triggering to us when it's aimed at us. I don't care if you say the word and every single day. If and was a term that triggered you, you know what? I'm not gonna use the word and. If somebody said robbery, and robbery is a trigger word for you. If she sits with Sutton and says, yeah, the robbery down the street last night, or Kyle, do you remember the robbery? But then she gets to you and she says, Dorit, what about that robbery? It would hit you differently because that's something that would trigger you because you've experienced that. As a black woman, being heard is something that often doesn't happen to us without somebody attaching a label to us. We are not allowed to feel the same way everybody else is allowed to feel. So when you say attack, you saying it to Erica is not the same as you saying it to Garcelle. Dorit, is just not. So then, Dorit said, it was innocent. Garcelle tells her, I cried for 2 days. I drove to the beach. I was trying to figure out, why is this affecting me so? So Dorit asked her if she felt like she had bad intentions. Garcelle said, yeah. Well, why else would you say it? You definitely had bad intentions. My problem with Dorit is she doesn't ever, under any circumstances, believe that she's wrong. And she tries to rationalize when she does things to offend others. But when it's done to her, everybody has to rally. That's the thing that really irritates me. So then Dorit tells Garcelle, well, what you're saying is wrong. And what you're saying is incredibly hurtful. And see, again, somehow Dorit has managed to be wronged in a situation where she should be trying to understand how she hurts someone else. Do you see what I'm saying? So Garcelle tells her, it feels like an unconscious Karen behavior. Well, baby, what's she say that for? Garcelle, she isn't aware, but it does come across that way at times, Dorit. It does give Karen. And Dorit got in that confessional and proved the point. What? That's a very dangerous accusation, and it holds a lot of implications. Dorit, I don't even have time. I don't even have time. So then she asks Garcelle, how do I exhibit Karen behavior? Garcelle brings up her saying that her mom's best friend is black and how she has people of color on her staff. And Dorit wants to know if she thinks that she's racist. And Garcelle said, I'm not labeling you, but I can't help if it's racist undertones. That I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I'm not labeling you. And see, that right there for me felt like her trying to bait her. Because let's just say for the sake of shooting the breeze, that Garcelle then says, yes, I feel like you're racist. Do you know what an uproar that would cause? So you asking her that, you in this moment know exactly what you're doing. Y'all, please stop. Just stop. So Dorit tells her that she does realize that she's Jewish. She's like, you realize I'm Jewish, right? So Garcelle is confused as to how that correlates to her being triggered by the stereotypical word attacked. She feels that she shouldn't be reduced to privilege. So now they're going back and forth and back. And Dorit is like, we're both privileged. Everybody's privileged. Yes, you are privileged. But at the end of the day, she's black. I don't care if she's sitting on a mountain of money like Scrooge McDuck. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, what people see is your skin color first. And it's sad, but it's true. So Dorit feels like Garcelle is trying to. And Garcelle's like, I'm not trying to do anything. And Dorit said, but I feel like you are. Garcelle is getting annoyed by all things Dorit. And she just told her, she said, girl, you're just getting under my skin. It's just the way you say things and the way that you word them, the words that you use. You're just getting under my skin. So then Dorit apologized and said that she would never want to intentionally hurt anyone. Now, Garcelle did believe that. And so Dorit was like, well, I'm happy you at least believe that. The thing is, y'all, okay, because we could go around and about all day. The thing is that Dorit can be condescending, and truth be told, she does not like Garcelle. It has been proven time and time again. And Garcelle, you don't like Dorit. And that is okay. Dorit always talking at Garcelle instead of talking to her and listening to understand may also help. But Dorit doesn't want to do that because she just wants to be right. She doesn't care how it comes across. She just wants to be right. And this is what happens when you place one black woman amongst a group of white women. It's sad, but true. It's a lose-lose situation. You're too preachy or too woke if you try to address anything that upsets you. Now you're making it all about race. Are we not allowed to have feelings? Are we not allowed to speak? Are we not allowed to say exactly how certain things make us feel in certain situations? The traumas date back 400 plus years. We cannot express ourselves in an upset way because now you're angry and combative and you're aggressive. So really it's damned if we do and damned if we don't. People want to take Garcelle out of this situation with these group of women to make it more comfortable for them. But do you realize how uncomfortable she is in that space? So for me, I feel like the conversation between Dorit and Garcelle was not productive. Garcelle agreed that she would try to move on or whatever, but you could see it was written all over her face that she still feels a way about, Dorit. But for the sake of this show and everybody moving forward and not having to revisit because the people going to tear you apart either way it go, she just said, let's just agree to disagree. We'll just move on. And that was the end of the episode. Now listen, I know some people may come across this review and they may not agree. They may feel like Garcelle overreacted to the word, but you have to remember what we're coming off the heels of. Dorit has done several things and she has said nothing. And everybody got on Twitter. Oh, you should go off, Garcelle. You should say something, Garcelle. Don't let her talk to you like that, Garcelle. Don't let her yell at you. Don't let them say this. Don't let them say that. She has been taking it. And so now she's like, dang, now I'm saying something and everybody's mad again. Let's go back a little bit further. Her kids were also attacked because she decided to take on the role of a housewife. She has to put up with everything from everybody as to not be labeled. So when Dorit, who just had an argument with Sutton 2 seconds prior to that, didn't say that Sutton was attacking her, and Sutton was who? Say it, name it, do it. Sutton was repeating stuff over and over again. Dorit didn't turn to her and say, Sutton, stop attacking me. But Garcelle says one thing and she is attacking Dorit. So I'm just going to let that simmer in y'all spirit. Anywho, be very respectful down in the comments, okay? This is a time for us to have an open discussion. This is a time for us to try to understand each other. Please don't be disrespectful in my comment section, and please don't be disrespectful to me because I'm not disrespectful to y'all. And you will be blocked because this is 2024 and I ain't playing that, okay? Everybody keep it cute or keep it on mute. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.